Let's let's press the phone triggers button and call the cell phone and make a call to the phone wave. Name subject will change. It allows to confirm the controller settings from config of the system name. Wait, what? What's this? Let's press the phone triggers. Phone wave, okay. Now where did I put my phone? I check my pants and coat pockets. Oh, so do I have to do it myself? Config. Backlog, enter. Okay, a phone trigger. There you go. Let's see. Ooh, nice. Let's see. Open mail, open address. Change settings. Oh my. Okay. Well, this is actually pretty cute. Oh, I got my achievement. Can I hear it? Oh, look at that. That's actually pretty cool. Oh boy. This sounds like a JRPG like battle song. Over the sky. Okay. Gate of Steiner. Oh yeah, definitely. We're gonna be going with that. That's for sure. Yeah, it's actually pretty cool that we can actually interact with our phone like this. Okay, there you go. Wait, can I call can I call Daru? Or Mayuri? Fares? I don't even know who Fares is, or Lukako. Okay, a phone. Phone wave, there you go. I'm connected.
RENG こちらは電話レンジかっこ仮です。
This is the voice of Mayushi Guidance, the system Daru program to operate the phone wave. No, we're using Mayuri for like the voice related systems.
マユシーの声聞こえてきた？
少し黙れ。マユシーガイダンスが聞こえなくなる。
こちらからタイマー操作ができます。シャープボタンを押した後、温めたい秒数をプッシュしてください。例えば1分ならシャープ60、2分ならシャープ120です。
Entering the command properly will cause the phone wave, name subject to change, to function like a normal microwave. Instead, we're going to deliberately mess up and enter 2 minutes. Ooh. This is actually pretty cool. Oh, wait. Is this good? That should do it. This method was originally a simple mistake on my Mayuri's part, but it somehow starts the freezing process. The phone wave, name subject to change, comes to life. The turntable begins to rotate.
綺麗なターンテーブルだろう。普段と違って逆回転してるんだぜそれ。
何？逆回転？
I never noticed that.
そこに重大な意味があるかもしれない。漁師の振る舞いにも影響してくる問題であり、奮闘の規則を導入して。
Hans rule? Never heard of that one. The rule governing the placement of an atom's electrons. Orbitals of the same energy are each filled with one electron of the same spin before any are filled with a second, also known as Hans' rule of maximum multiplicity. What? Okay.
あるわねえよ。
ないか。
ないね。
そうか。
The three of us wait and stare at the spinning bananas. At the 120 seconds pass, the microwave chimes. Mayuri takes the bananas out.
ゲルバナの出来上がり。
Ew. The bananas have become not bananas. Gelatinous blobs coated with a thin membrane. Oh my god, I was right. The bananas are like a hive mind. They work together. They're secretly aliens. And now they have unveiled their true form. After Mayuri discovered that the phone wave, name subject to change, had a phrasing function, we attempted to phrase a bunch of bananas. This is what happened. It just gets more confusing each time.
ダルよ、このバナナ食べてみようとは思わないか思うはずだ。我らの理念達成の犠牲となり散ったダルに敬礼。
Rintaro, don't make her eat the banana.
すげえまずそうじゃん。
味は関係ない。食べることに意味があるのだ。さあダルよ、遠慮することはない。骨は拾ってやるから思い切ってずずいと行くがいい。
いらね。
ではマユリ、お前にその名誉を譲ろう。
なんかね、ゲルバナは中身がデロデロでブニュブニュだったよ。
Wait, she already tried one?
味もしないし、全然美味しくなかった。
デロデロでブニュブニュか。ダルよ、どう思う？
Write that down, write that down. That description is very important.
ブニュブニュバナナか。ブニュブニュのバナナ。マユシ、あなたのバナナ、ブニュブニュだねって言ってみて。
Itaro, what the fuck?
ダルくん、鼻血出てる。
いいから言ってみてください。お願いします。
あなたのバナナ、ブニュブ。
言わせるな、手の額。
Okay. Daru retreats after I hit him with a tissue box. If I'm being honest, that sounds kind of disgusting. I mean, clearly because of how green it is and how disgusting it looks, but soft bananas? Eh. Anyway.
ゲル状になったということは反固形。すなわち、分子同士の結びつきが弱くなっている可能性がある。
But at the same time, I really do not like the very, very solid bananas. I want the bananas somewhere between soft and like solid and all that. Not too soft, not too solid. What could have partially liquefied the bananas?
そうか、わかったぞ。
I turned to the whiteboard and write freezing in the middle. Then I crossed it out and slapped the board with my hand.
俺たちは冷凍機能だと思い込んでいたが、実は違ったのだよ。
A bold statement, if I do say so myself. So why isn't anyone surprised?
さあお前たち、なんだってと叫ぶがいい。ここは叫ぶところだ。
Their reactions are pathetically weak. Mayuri probably didn't even understand half of what I said.
冷凍機能じゃないのは分かってるっつーの。
Oh.
問題は、じゃあこの機能って何ぞ？何が起きてんの？ってことじゃん。
冷凍の逆なら解凍じゃないのかな。
実に愚鈍な意見だな、マユリ。それでは普通の電子レンジと同じではないか。
じゃあどういうこと？
I mean, pardon me for not being knowledgeable, scientifically speaking, right over here, and that's probably going to be a running theme throughout this entire thing. But when you heat something, that would mean like an accumulation of energy inside that thing, right? But what it's doing is, well, not necessarily the opposite, but it changes like the state of the inside of the banana. Like the electrons, instead of doing something it's doing something else. Is it because it puts too much energy? I don't know.
それがわかんないから悩んでるんだお。
He's right. To be honest, I haven't a clue. In any case, there's nothing we can do about it now. It's time for Daru and I to head to Daibiru. Okay. I guess we're gonna leave the banana experiment for later. Fictional, a skyscraper with offices and a commerce center that opened alongside UPX in 2003, connected to UPX by overpass. A skyscraper with offices and a commerce center alongside UPX. Okay. There's going to be a seminar at ATF, and we have to be there. It's part of our studies at Tokyo Denki University. Short for Akihabara Techno Forum, a meeting hall located inside Daibiru. Several universities and research institutions hold special seminars here. Summer credits, basically. We have to attend the seminar and write a report. Come to think of it, what's today's seminar about again? I looked it up before the summer holiday began. I should have written it down.
ご覧ください。秋葉原駅前のビルに謎の巨大物体が墜落しています。現在、警察による規制が敷かれ、ビルの前まで行くことはできませんが、遠くから見る限りでは墜落した物体は人工衛星のように見えます。
As we cross the overpass that connects UPX and Daibiru, I look down to see a huge crowd of people moving through the plaza. There are even some garishly dressed young men and women, the sort you don't usually see around Akiba. Everyone is walking towards the main street, which is still cordoned off.
ダルはラジカンに見物に行かないのか？
どうせ行っても見られないっしょ。もちろんネットに上がってくる情報にはほぼ目を通してるのだぜ。アットちゃんのスレ数100超えたし、勢いすげえ。
Oh, so that's why he was staring at his phone earlier. We enter Daibiru and take the elevator to the 5th floor ATF assembly hall. It is so weird because it's not as if it came from the sky. We saw it on the floor, on the rooftop, like standing there when we went there. And the next thing you know, boom! It's less like it crashed from the sky, but more like something pulled it towards the earth for like a couple of seconds to a point that it destroyed that part of the building. Like gravity decided to become strange for that satellite for like a split second. Like something pulled it down.
あー涼しい。生き返るぜ。あばばばばばばばばばばばば。
Cause ooh, yes, the AC. Anyway, cause I think I said this before, but if it came from the sky, it surely would have made a lot more impact than that, to be honest. So I don't know. That, or if that satellite is like a time machine, maybe in some way it traveled through time or in some other plane of existence or whatever, and then when it came right over here, like it just teleported like right there and it just destroyed the surrounding like that. Something like that, maybe. It's kind of like the question of, like, let's say I'm on the 3rd floor of the building and I'm time traveling. Since there was like no building here where I am like 10 years ago, would that mean that I would basically fall to the ground like 3 floors? Something like that.
電話レンジカッコ仮の件だが、俺は答えを導き出したかもしれん。
そのカッコ仮ってめんどいからいい加減やめるべき。
I won't give in that easily. Even if other lab members use name subject to change, I will carry on until the day we decide its true name.
そんなことは今はどうでもいい。
お得意のとんでも理論でもひらめいちゃったん？
Wait, what does it say? Receiving mail? You've got mail. You know, I'm really sad about dropping my UPA. It's worse than last year when I missed buying Fatty Ghetto Frog. Ah yeah, we haven't found like the UPA. Oh man. Wait, hold on, we can reply? What's this? I feel your pain. That thing was worth a fortune. Our precious research funds. ORZ? What's that? Okay, I'm loving this. I'm loving this kind of interactivity. Oh, hold on a second. Oh man, I cannot reply to the Ghetto Froggy anymore. Oh. Wait, don't tell me. Is this the decisions I have to make in order to go through different? Because I don't know how this one is gonna play. Like either it's gonna be like a straightforward story from bottom to end with one ending and that's it, or it has like multiple routes. That I don't know. I mean, a part of me thinks that there's gonna be like multiple routes, and if there are multiple routes, is this the decision making that I'm making? Oh god. Since I replied to UPA instead of Ghetto Froggy, we are down. We are going a bad route right now. Just saying.
何を言うか。俺はいつもこの世の神羅万象すら超越したあらゆる可能性について思考を巡らせているのだ。とんでもとか言うな。
神羅万象を超越ってつまり何でもありってことじゃね？理論ってレベルじゃねえぞ。
ダルよ、電話レンジカッコ仮はシュタインズゲートを開く鍵だという気がするのだが、どう思う？
Steins Gate。
そのシュタインなんとかってところからして意味不明なわけだが。
A chime signals our arrival on the 5th floor. The elevator doors open slowly. As we step out of the elevator. Oh, I bump into someone. My bad. I quickly grab the person's shoulder to keep them from falling.
すいません。
Okay. It's a girl. And I recognize her. Hey, you were supposed to be dead. Impossible. Chills run down my spine. I stare at her face in disbelief. I saw this girl just 3 hours ago. Makise Kurisu.
何か
It's you, Makise Kurisu. And you're alive. It's a Kurisumasu miracle. Yep, I had to do that. It's just that ever since I started this, like, I had that in mind. Merry Christmas, ladies and gents. Although I don't know when these episodes are going to be released. Like, Christmas is coming soon for me. Kurisu frowns and tries to back away. I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with, like, that time when we used that phone and then suddenly people just vanished. That was like the time, that might have been like the time change / we traveled to a different alternate universe where Kurisu right over here is still alive. We changed from that. Cause from what I remember, like the details of what was going on, like after that, the only thing that these people have reported on was like the weird satellite that just crashed, but nothing about her situation, right? Was that it? My grip tightens.
貴様は死んだはずだ。なぜここに？しかも
There isn't a single bloodstain on her clothes, and they're the same ones she was wearing when I found her. Only a serious wound could have produced that much blood. Yet as far as I can tell, she's completely uninjured.
傷。
痛い。話して。
Kurisu pushes me away. Then she shoots me a wary glare. I realize that I'm gaping in disbelief.
何なの？
無事だったのか？怪我は平気なのか？いや、そんなはずはない。マキサ・クリスは何者かに刺されて血まみれで。
またその話かよ。
Daru interrupts. Wait, there's something strange about what he just said.
またその話とはどういう意味だ？
だって1週間前にも僕にそんなメール送ってきたじゃん。
メール？俺が？何よバカな。マキセ・クリスが殺されているのを見たのはほんの3時間前だぞ。
A week ago?
ちょっと勝手に殺さないでくれますか？私ピンピンしてますんで。
そういえばあのメール変な感じだったな。送信日時が1週間後になってた。つまり未来から来たっつうか。
It was dated. Oh, you're saying it was dated today? Even though it came like a week ago? Huh, okay. Oh wait, we're talking about that email that that we've seen Rintaro sent to Daru right over here, like before the change happened, when everybody disappeared around him. We're talking about the same email. Okay. Did we suddenly send that email back in time? We sent it like a week ago? Wait, did we use the phone in a way that could possibly warn people of the past about deadly fates in the future, and we don't even realize it? We can actually do that. We can send phone like messages, like emails, like text in the past. We can warn ourselves and others through the phone.
未来から来た？
ネットで妙な考察サイトでも見たのかダル。お前がとんでも理論を言い出すとは珍しい。
違うがな。確かにメールの日付は1週間後の28。あ、そっか。28日だから今日じゃん。
Yeah, that's true. Which would be today. Today we sent that message. Daru pulls out his phone and shows it to me. Okay, let's see. Yeah, that is surely weird. Someone stabbed. It is the same message. On July 21st at 12:56. Okay, so it was almost exactly like 1 week ago, except there's like a 2-minute error. I get the feeling that 2-minute error is going to be important later down the road, so I don't know. It was split into 3 emails. 3. Someone stabbed. De makiseku risu. Don't. Why did I send such a short message in 3 parts? Yeah, that's weird. Why did it send like the message like that in chunks? And it's not even complete. And it looks like the third email got cut off. I do recognize the content though.
これは3時間前に誰に送ったメールだ。
Are we only able to send like only a small amount of data in the past? And that's it? But I sent 1 email, not 3. And there should be more text. Did Daru really get this a week ago?
興味深いわね。
Suddenly, Kurisu is standing next to me, peering intently at the screen of Daru's phone. Oh, right. The email is not important. Well, maybe it is, but not right now. The real question is, why is she still alive? Is she an illusion? No, an evil spirit? Am I haunted? I don't believe in such scientific drivel. I am a mad scientist! Ho in Kyoma! I timidly reach out to Kurisu's face. My fingertips stroke her hair. Whoa, hey, hello there. Feels silky. Quite the cuticles.
ある。実体がある。やはり幽霊だというのは考えすぎか。
Yeah, she's as real as she can be. Well, in your own reality. Unfortunately, I cannot touch her.
オカリン、まずくね?
She is what I would call a 2D anime girl. I poke Kurisu's cheeks with my fingers. Such softness. Dead bodies don't feel like this. Not that I ever touched one. Okay. I don't know, it's your scientific curiosity and all that, but can you stop touching her? God forbid. If you're gonna put a finger inside her mouth, I'm gonna...
Oi.
Wait a minute. We already touched when I bumped into her coming out of the elevator. I even grabbed her shoulders before being pushed away. And I still doubted that she had substance. And that's just proof of how confused I am. No, that's just horniness. If she's alive, then what did I see back at Ariakey? What was that scream I heard? Were they hallucinations? Just like the mass disappearance? That's right, she was stabbed. Maybe she's just hiding her wounds. This requires further investigation. Rintaro, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna ask her to, like, show her belly button? Grab the hem of her blouse and slowly lift it.
己は警察に突き出されたいのか？
俺は真実を知りたいだけだ。
Stare straight back at Kurisu as she trembles with anger and lift her blouse a little higher.
何が真実よ、この変態！バカなの？死ぬの？
She pushes my hand away.
ルイスちゃんの名台詞。来たこれ。
Liz-chan? The main heroine of the anime The Familiar of 10, a tsundere. Her voice actress is the queen of tsundere, Sugimiya Rie. Wait, that sounds familiar. Huh. Either way, I mean, it is a pretty common, like, line. Daru shouts something silly, but I ignore him and press Kurisu.
俺は確かに見たのだ。
まさかあんた、今、私の下着を。
Kurisu's face turns bright red. She firmly pulls her blouse down.
この手の目が、そうではない。
Earlier this afternoon, after Dr. Nakabachi's presentation, someone killed Makise Kurisu and left her in a pool of blood. I carefully explain everything that I saw.
ドクター、中鉢。
オカリン何言ってるん？中鉢の発表会なら中止になったじゃん。
Was cancelled.
中止？
そう。人工衛星の墜落で。
Uh-huh. I see. Okay, so let me think. Okay, so clearly, for right now, the only thing I can go with is like the timeline / alternate universe kind of thing, like we're jumping through stuff. So that's what I'm gonna go with from now on. I mean, this is a science fiction kind of like mentality to go with that. So in this alternate timeline, the presentation never happened in the first place. So the satellite crash happened Was it a satellite crash? Because if that's the case, like, it happened way before the presentation even happened. That is a neat detail that I need to take into account. Because we don't know when exactly it crashed. Before those people disappeared around the Rintaro. Something's wrong. Our stories aren't matching. It's the same thing that happened right after I saw the mass disappearance. Mayuri's story didn't match mine. I need to know. Am I caught in some sinister plot? Is this another organization conspiracy?
ねえ、ちょっとあなた。
我が名は法院京馬だ。
違うよ。全然違うよ。
法院さん、今の話詳しく教えてほしいんですが。
Alright. Honorifics. Japanese employs a system of name suffixes that define the speaker's relationship to the addressee. The common honorifics are as follows. Son, the most common honorific. Kun, an informal name suffix generally used for male friends or male subordinates. Also used by male towards female subordinates in professional environments. Chan, for small children, young girls, or between close female friends. Tan, an even more diminutive version of the chan suffix, most often used for fictional characters, especially anthropomorphizations for added cuteness. Shi, a literary honorific generally used by formal publications such as newspapers. Some otaku, such as Daro, use she regularly. Okay. Looks like she finally understands I'm not lying. But I still don't understand why my memories don't match everyone else's. I doubt that I can give her a good explanation. Just then, an older man steps out of the assembly hall.
マキセさん、そろそろ時間ですし、始めましょう。
はい。
Kurisu glances at me one more time, then sighs and heads towards the small conference room. What a freak!
オカリン、とりあえず僕らも行こうぜ。
行くとはどういう意味だ？
講義を聞きに来たんだろ？
Ah, that. Daru follows after Kurisu. Did she come to attend the lecture too? Strange. Why would the girl genius, Makise Kurisu, need to attend a lecture like this? Okay, my guess was a bit off. The girl genius didn't come to attend a lecture.
今日は私のような若輩者の話を聞きに来てくださってありがとう。
Yeah, she herself does the show.
講義をする方だったのか。
Yeah, she's the one that's doing the lecture. Japan's famous girl genius, Makise Kurisu, who had her thesis published at the tender age of 17. According to Daru, she turned 18 a few days ago. I first heard about her when Daru pointed her out in a Gossip magazine article. That's when he told me that she was going to be a guest at ATF. Yeah. Not gonna lie, like, I look at her, 99% sure it's because of the art style right over here, but she does look older to me. I mean, yeah. Like, she would be in her 20s. I forgot all about it.
こういうのは初めてなので緊張してますが、ガチガチなのは多めに見てください。どうぞよろしく。
The audience is pretty mixed. It's mostly students like us, but there are also a couple of professors. And Kurisu just gave me a sharp look. What did I do? You exist. That's what you did. When I return her stare, she quickly averts her eyes. I don't care if she's a genius or whatever. I still don't like her. She may have these people fooled with her timid girl act, but I learned at Radikan how cunning and aggressive she really is. Even if her murder was some kind of hallucination, my judgment of her character is still correct.
回タイムマシーンをテーマに話してほしいと言われまして、正直専門外なのですが、頑張って話してみようと思います。
Oh boy, time travel.
ほう、タイムマシンか。
最初に結論を言ってしまうと、タイムマシンなんていうのはバカらしい代物だということです。
Oh, okay.
意義あり。
Okay, Rintaro, okay. Every member of the audience, not just Kurisu, is startled by my interruption. Perhaps I'm being slightly rude here, but I'm not one to just sit and listen to some genius girls drivel. Come on.
タイムマシンが作れないと決めつけるのは早計だ。
At least give her, like, some space to explain, and then you can object to that.
オカリン、無茶しやがって。
You magnificent fool. Sitting at my side, Daru throws me a small salute. ATF staff are approaching, probably to kick me out. Perhaps I got too carried away.
まあ、はい、いいですよ。ディスカッション形式の方が話も弾むでしょうし。
Yeah, that's right. Kurisu, you give Rentaro like 1-2. Like, bit his ass. In words, thanks to her proposal, the event staff refrained from escorting me out. She sounds a little pissed, but let's not mind that.
でもその前に、私の考えを話させてください。これまで世界中の科学者たちがタイムトラベルについての理論を提唱してきました。主な理論だけでも11に及びます。
What are the major theories of time travel? I have heard about the cosmic string theory at least. The 11 theories.
中性子星理論、ブラックホール理論、高速理論。
Whoa. Neutron star theory. Black hole theory. Light speed theory.
タキオン理論、ワームホール理論、エキゾチック物質理論。
Hey. I know that word, Tachyon. It's that one Uma Musume girl. Wait. This is where he comes from? I didn't even know that Tachyon was like a scientific reference. Actually makes sense with Agnes Tachyon. Wow.
宇宙ひも理論、量子重力理論、セシウムレーザー光理論。素粒子リングレーザー理論、ディラック反粒子理論。
Whoa. So many theories. Not bad. Perhaps Makise Kurisu is a worthy rival after all.
でも、それらの理論はいずれも仮説の域を出ません。場合によっては、11個の中の別の理論によって否定されているものさえある。
では、12番目の理論が発見されたとしたらどうかな。
そうですね。それは13番目の理論によって否定されるかもしれませんね。
Damn. She twisted my question and used it against me. Touche, genius girl. Suddenly, I feel eyes on me. Some popped-out professors are giving me hard looks from across the room. Maybe I got too carried away. I don't want to risk losing my credits. I should back off for now.
ちなみに、未来へのタイムトラベルなら今すぐにでも可能ですよ。アインシュタインの相対性理論によればね。例えば、今すぐ羽田空港に行って、そこから沖縄行きあたりの飛行機に乗ればいい。目的地に降り立った時、その人は10億分の1秒くらい私より未来に進んでいる。
100 millionth of a second farther into the future than you are. Where the fuck? Why is it? It takes me forever for me to find like the thing that I want. There you go. Refers to both Einstein's special theory of relativity, published in 1905, and his general theory of relativity, published in 1960. Special theory, general theory, represented by the famous equation E equals mc squared. The special theory of relativity is defined by the following axioms. Objects cannot travel faster than the speed of light. As velocity approaches the speed of light, the passage of time approaches 0. As velocity approaches the speed of light, length approaches 0. As velocity approaches the speed of light, mass approaches infinity. The general theory of relativity has the following axioms. In the presence of a large gravitational fields, the passage of time slows down. In the presence of large gravitational fields, space curves. In the presence of large gravitational fields, mass increases. Can't say that I understood even a percent of that, but okay. What does that mean?
移動する速さが高速に近づけば近づくほど時間は遅く流れる。それが相対性理論ですから。極論を言えば、光と同じほどの速さで走ることができたら、流れる時間はその人だけ半分になるわけで。
Oh, that kind of thing. Okay.
24時間その速度で走り続ければ、周囲では48時間が経ったことになるから、丸1日分未来へ飛んだことになるんですよ。法王院京馬さん。
If you were to keep running at that speed for 24 hours, 48 hours will lapse in the rest of the world. Wait, so you would go at the speed of light and your time would double? Only double. Why you single me out? I'm doing my best to hold back, but it looks like Makise Kuriso wants to pick a fight. Well, you started it. I wish that she hadn't said that name in front of so many people. It's too great a risk to let others know my true name.
それはへりくつではないかな?
Now, Professor calmly makes an objection. True, Makise Kuriso's example isn't strictly time travel per se. But I never expected an older man, a professor at that, to refute an 18-year-old girl. Never expected like a professor to make a discussion with their student about a topic? What? Maybe he's just testing the junior girl's resilience. I mean, she's probably a student. The genius girl readily concedes the point. If she were a normal 18-year-old, it would be impossible for her to be this calm in front of all these people. A normal 18-year-old would panic when refuted by such a distinguished-looking professor. And yet, Makise Kuriso is giving off an aura of gutsiness that says, I can take this guy on.
では過去には行けるのかな?
過去にだって今すぐ行けますよ。夜になったら望遠鏡で空を覗いてみてください。何万年も前の光を見ることができるでしょ。
それもへりくつですよ。
This time it's a nearby student who objects.
まあ、今までのは前置き。
Was it just me? Or did Kuriso look a little nervous just now?
例えば実際に皆さんが体ごと過去や未来へ行くことができるようなタイムマシンを作るにはまず何が必要か考えてみましょう。代表的なところだと宇宙紐理論かワームホール理論かな。宇宙紐というのは超巨大な質量を持つ紐みたいな形のひび割れです。
A lot of mass. Okay. Like, if we are to go with that, like, if I'm to go with this. Hold on a second. Well, we are learning right over here, otherwise I think I'm gonna have like a hard time with this story. It was something along the lines of, as velocity approaches the speed of light, mass approaches infinity. Like, what I'm trying to think out of here is that the more mass there is, the more energy there would be, I think. Like, as velocity approaches the speed of light, mass approaches infinity. So wouldn't it work like the same way backwards? If there is more mass, you would be able to approach like faster speeds, I think? That must be how they enter our universe. But do cosmic strings really exist?
ひびの幅は素粒子と同じぐらいで、長さは最低でも銀河系と同じくらいと思っていただければいいです。
As long as the diameter of a galaxy? Whew. As wide and as long. Oh, Jesus, that's quite something.
これは巨大な質量であるがゆえに時空を歪める性質を持っているんです。その歪んだ時空を紐を中心にあなたがぐるっと一周すると360度以内で回りきることができる。要するにワープみたいなことができるということ。これ時空の角度欠損って言います。角度欠損しているところを通過するとそこは欠損しちゃってますので通過時間はゼロになる。これを応用して宇宙紐が高速に近い速さで運動しているとき、相対性理論により宇宙紐の時間は周囲より遅くなるから歪んでいる角度欠損の領域を通過すると本来ゼロだった通過時間がマイナスになる。
Oh, hold on a second. Okay. I can actually offer some good commentary on this one. Because I remember like two specific examples in media that refers to this. Like basically you enter this area of the cosmic string, like time will flow slower in that. So if you stay longer in that, like the world around, like the universe around that cosmic string will just continue to flow in its normal time. Meaning that if you stay inside that cosmic string, like time will flow faster. Like you would stay like a second in that cosmic string. If you were to exit the cosmic string, like on planet Earth, it would be in like a week or something like that. This actually reminds me, like, first example would be, it was a movie, like a science fiction movie that I don't remember the name of it. It was about a person that went to space, but I don't know which name is. But an example that I do remember is like basically the hyperbolic time chamber from Dragon Ball. It is something like that. Therefore, passing through the area of angular deficit would cause the transit time to become negative instead of zero.
つまり通過後の方が過去になっているわけで、2本の宇宙紐を使って空間欠損ジャンプを行い元の地点まで周回するように戻ってくるとちょうど周回を開始したのと同じ時間に戻ってくることができる。
But wait, hold on a second. My example means that if you are to do this kind of like entering the cosmic string, it would mean that you would go into the future. Like you would cheat the system with the time in order to go into the future much faster. But what about the past? Time will flow slower for the cosmic stream, yeah. Passing through the area of angular deficit would cause the transit time to become negative instead of zero. Okay, this is actually a little bit different though. It will arrive in the past after transit. Huh. Okay, so it has this angular deficit that we could go through. Okay, so maybe it's not the exact same thing as what I'm saying.
ざっくり言っちゃうと、それが宇宙紐理論によるタイムトラベルです。ちなみに誤解しないでほしいのは、宇宙紐理論は超紐理論とは別物ということです。というわけで、宇宙紐理論で過去へ行くために用意するものは3つ。
Superstrings. In physics, the theory that all matter in the universe is composed of strings, the vibrations of which manifest as the elementary particle. This theory, which posits 11 dimensions, is currently impossible to prove experimentally. However, it is said that if this theory is proven, it will explain all phenomena from the birth and scope of the universe on the macro level, to elementary particles like quarks on the micro level.
その1、宇宙紐。これは2つ必要です。あ、ちなみに宇宙紐って生まれたばかりの宇宙にしかないという過程なので、探すのはかなり骨が折れるかも。
When the universe was first formed. Oof.
その2、仮に宇宙紐を見つけてきたら、それを光に近い速さで運動させるためのエネルギーが必要です。銀河と同じ長さのひび割れを光並みに加速させるにはどのくらいのエネルギーがいるんでしょうね。少なくとも1.21 ジゴワット以上なのは確かです。
Okay, she's making a little joke over there. Originates from a 1980s trilogy of Hollywood movies about time machines and time paradoxes. In the first movie, the inventor of the time machine said that it needed 1.021 gigawatts of power to travel through time. In reality, the unit gigawatt does not exist. The scriptwriter made a spelling mistake. The correct unit is gigawatt. This earns a few chuckles from the audience.
その3、宇宙紐があるところまで行って戻ってくるための宇宙船。タイムトラベルする人はこれに乗らないといけません。
Has Rintaro ever watched like Back to the Future? I mean, granted, we're talking about Japanese people right over here. I don't know how many people would have watched like a Western movie trilogy like that. Makiso surely has.
どうです、ホーインさん。宇宙紐理論でのタイムトラベル、挑戦できると思いますか？
Like that's even possible. Why the hell is she addressing me? Yeah, come on, man. You started with like a rough voice and with that Chunibyo attitude. Keep it up, man. Come on. I wasn't even the one who jeered this time.
ホーインさんは宇宙紐理論には挑戦したくないようですね。だったらもう一つ例に挙げたワームホール理論はどうです？こちらは宇宙紐理論よりはもうちょっと現実的かもしれません。ところでホーインさん、ワームホールってどんなものか知ってますか？
No, don't ask me. I'm trying to hold back here. Trying to hold your inner aura and power until the final moment when you can finally unleash it for an ultimate attack, eh? Oh, Inkyoma? Since I've been challenged, though, I can't leave the question unanswered.
空間に開いた抜け道のようなものだろう？
ね、そうです。
Phew, I got it right. I sigh inwardly in relief.
2つの穴があって、それはトンネルでつながっている。トンネルは通過時間ゼロで通り抜けられる。2つの穴がどれだけ離れていてもね。
Yeah, I have definitely heard about this before. Like, I remember well, I don't think he was my father, although he would have offered an example like this. My father is very much in tune with science and all that. He watches a lot of science documentary and all that, so he would definitely know about this sort of stuff. Like another example would be like I think they made this example in like the first Alien movie, where you take like a piece of paper and you put like circles in them, or you cut through like the paper with like a pen or something like that, and then you basically like fold the paper in two, and then oh, there you go, they're one and the same. Like you can basically, like, you'd be in like the same position, so you basically transit from one wormhole to another.
だけどここで残念なお知らせ。 ワームホールのトンネルは超重力がかかっていて、開通すると同時に潰れちゃいます。
Yeah.
だからかかる重力を無効化するために何らかの細工をしなくちゃダメなの。いわゆるエキゾチック物質。これはマイナスの重さを持つ物質で重力に反発するんです。
With negative mass. Wow. And negative energy. Negative mass, huh? Is it something that floats if you leave it on the ground? Maybe not. I cannot even begin to imagine what it would be like. Kurisu raises her right fist.
こうやってむぎゅーっとグーを作ってる状態がワームホールのトンネルです。ここを通るためには手の中に私が握ろうとする力に反発する何かを作ってむぎゅーっとできなくしないとダメということですね。
Kurisu opens her fist.
エキゾチック物質を注入してワームホールを安定させれば瞬間移動は可能になります。でもタイムトラベルをするにはそこからもう一手間必要。ここでは仮にワームホールの入り口側の穴がこの秋葉原に、出口側にある穴が LA にあるとしましょう。まず LA にある穴を光に近い速さで宇宙の果てまで飛ばしちゃってください。そして果てまで行ったらすぐに LA に引っ張り戻す。
What? Okay. At the end of the universe, set near the speed of light, and once it's there, we yank it back to LA. How?
相対性理論により光の速さで動くと時間は遅く流れる。LA に戻ってきた穴は秋葉原にある穴よりも過去にあるということになります。というわけでその状態で法王院さんがワームホールに飛び込んだら数年前の LA に行けるでしょう。でもこの時点ではまだタイムトラベルをしたことにはなりません。疑似的なタイムトラベルです。いわゆる浦島効果ね。
The Urashima effect. Hold on. First things first, I wanna see what she said right here. We send a wormhole in LA all the way to the end of the universe at the near speed of light, and once it's there, we yank it back to LA. Okay, so the point of that kind of movement is to slow it down. Meaning the hole that returned to LA will be further in the past than the Akihabara hole. Okay. Okay, what about the Urashima effect? In special relativity, a phenomenon originating from the fact that time slows down as an object approaches the speed of light. For example, imagine that an astronaut travels to a nearby star and back at close to the speed of light. This trip might take a few years from the astronaut's perspective, but he would return to Earth to find that thousands of years had passed in his absence. Damn. Yeah.
重要なのはこの後 LA から秋葉原にもう一度ワームホールを通って戻ること。そうするとその通過時間はゼロなので、法王院さんは数年前の秋葉原に戻ってくるわけです。これでタイムトラベルは完了。ワームホール理論に必要なものは宇宙紐より楽ですよ。その1、ワームホールそのもの。この宇宙のどこかにもしかしたらあるかもしれません。見つけた人はまだ誰もいませんが。
Okay, well, going back to what we experienced before about the whole sending like an information way in the past, even though we clearly done it like recently, like that one message that we sent to Daro like a week ago. Maybe it is for this somehow. I don't know how we managed to do that, but
その2、ワームホールの穴を光並みの速さで宇宙の果てまで往復させることのできるエネルギー。その3、エキゾチック物質。ちなみにこれ 実在は確認されてません。